Gina Greenlee here at GinaGreenlee.com, and this is Inspiration Daily for Saturday, October 16th, 2021. Today, I am inspired by learning something that I didn't know. Every day, it's important for me to learn something that I didn't know the day before. That's how I operate. I feel if I haven't learned something new, if I haven't tried something, if I haven't had an adventure, then I feel like I've wasted 24 hours on Earth. So what I learned today that I didn't know yesterday is the existence of a family that lived in the hills of Kentucky called the Fugates, or the Blue People of Kentucky, who are notable for having been carriers of a genetic trait that led to the blood disorder called methemoglobinemia, which causes the appearance of blue-tinged skin. So why do I know about this? Because I spoke with a dear friend of mine with whom I have wonderful conversations about nutritious subjects, about ideas that we have about the world and how to be humans that contribute favorably to the human condition, books that we've read, ideas that we have, projects that we're working on. And so I haven't spoken to her in a couple of months, and it was just great to have this nutritious conversation. She is 86 years young, really very young. And I mean, this is a woman that can ride, easily 20-30 miles on a bicycle. And so we were talking about what we were reading. And I read several books at once because that's just how my mind works. Sometimes I'm in the mood for X type of reading and in the mood for other types of reading. And so I told her about a book that I was reading that I'm really enjoying. It happens to be called, I think it's Mrs. Wiggins, and I think it's by Monroe. But so my friend shared with me the book called The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek. And I didn't know anything about it, and I said, I heard Troublesome Creek, and I said, that sounds like something that's set in the mid-19th century, and I really don't do historical fiction. I've read it, but it's not my favorite. And she said, just give it a look and see what you think. So I said, it's a great title. So I went to, and I do like to be a person to keep my mind open. So even though when I find myself going, I'm not interested in that, I try to keep an open mind. So I went to Amazon and I looked it up, and I saw something about blue people and racial intolerance and books, and I thought, I'm in. And I said, it's based on something real called the Blue People of Kentucky. I'm like, what is that? So I went and researched it, and that's how I found out about that, what I just shared with you about that genetic condition that causes blue-tinged skin. And so there you have it, something I didn't know. And I'm like, this is fascinating. And this is something very interesting, something that I wouldn't have gravitated toward on my own. So I put it in my library queue, and I will be reading it soon. So it's called The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek, and I'll put that in the I don't know why I can't think. What do you call that? The space underneath the video. Thanks. Bye.